When I woke up this morning, a thought hit me that the most famous person of my lifetime who exited the national scene was a basketball player named Michael Jordan. He left basketball for a short stint, only to return after a year plus. Before his brief retirement, he won 3 championships, then duplicated that when he returned. Arguably, he became the one symbol, that figure of anticipation for all the basketball and sports lovers around the world, as he announced, "I'm back." During that fervor, I had the thought to become a part of this legacy, this dynamo moment, this history in the making. Chicago was buzzing with these words: MJ, I'm back. The world had 3 bad, in a good way, one-of-a-kind Mikes. Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson, and of course, that I'm back guy, Michael Jordan. I've coined them back in the day again, 3 bad Mikes. Now that I think of it, all 3 had made a comeback in one form or another. Michael Jackson, after his face was burnt up during a Pepsi commercial. Mike Tyson, after he went to prison over a case. And again, of course, the legendary Michael Jordan. It's reported in part the death of his father and the gambling rumors. I digress of these reports and other rumors as to why he retired. My point is the words, "I'm back. I'm back. I'm back." People, there's a twist of fate here. There's a twist of fate. And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendship Pearson, and welcome to my channel. It is Saturday. Happy Saturday, October 5th of 2024, 9:07 in the a.m. There is a twist of fate. Look at the number. Look at the number. Out of respect to a dear friend, I will not show you or tell you what I'm feeling. But look at the number. Look at that number. I had no idea the feeling that would come over me. I had to stop and redo the video. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do a follow-up video. I'll have to consult first in relation to the connection I made. Because this morning's revelation, while in bed, it went from A to Z unexpectedly from what I planned. Back in the day, I had this here. I did this, and a company contacted me because I have Michael Jordan's license plate. That's my name, Mike J45. They featured me. The license plate was featured international for the 20th year anniversary. That's me. I have that plate. Michael Jordan, 45. On July 13th of 2024, Donald J. Trump was reported to have been hit while on stage in Pennsylvania at a rally. It happened as he was looking at a chart of illegal immigration into the U.S. Trump credits that he loves that chart and says, quote, "It saved my life." Well, people, today, October 5th of 2024, the Donald returns to Pennsylvania. I'm sure to an enthusiastic crowd that no doubt will scream and yell and cheer. He's back. He's back. He's back. 45 is back. As I pondered this "I'm back" moment, something hit me, a whisper that said, quote, "As it began, so shall it end. As it began, so shall it end." At that point, I paused before I knew exactly what that meant, because I knew exactly what it meant. The 5 C's were speaking simultaneously. Donald J. Trump will indeed be unalived in relation to an illegal immigration, an illegal immigrant. Again, Donald J. Trump indeed will meet his demise in relation to an illegal immigrant, something I've been sharing with you for over a month now. This morning is that confirmation. It's been staring us right between the eyes since July 13, 2024 incident. Oh my God, the chart is the clue. It points to the future.
Hey, Mikey, we like it. Not a huge surprise, but clearly one of the great comebacks since Burt Reynolds' hairline. It came in a 2-word statement, which is now just begging to have a Nike campaign built around it. Quote unquote, "I'm back." That's all Jordan said on Saturday. That was really all Jordan needed to say as his 17-month retirement came to an end. He will be back on Sunday when the Bulls play the Pacers, and probably not so coincidentally, the game is on national TV. The Bulls arrived in Indianapolis on Saturday night. And while Michael Jordan was not on the team charter,
I'm back. Michael Jordan returned to the NBA March 19th, 1995, after 21 months hiatus. Michael Jackson, he returned after his face was burnt during a Pepsi commercial. Mike Tyson, first fight out of prison. 3 bad mics, in a good way.
And that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to...
And look what happened. Within seconds, you know what happened. This is the chart he was pointing at. This is the chart he was referring to. And I'm convinced that this chart is the biggest clue for the future. This chart, illegal immigration into the U.S. I believe all this was set up by the powers and staged because it pointed to the future. The first incident on July 13th was a foreshadow for the future. And the theme is the clue. Illegal immigration. This is what will unalive Trump. That's what I'm feeling. Donald J. Trump marveled to his former White House doctor about his good fortune hours after he was injured during a situation on Saturday. That chart, he says, that chart that I was going over saved my life. Mr. Trump, the Republicans' presumptive presidential nominee, told the doctor, Representative Ronnie Jackson of Texas, by phone a few hours after an assassination attempt. Mr. Trump was referring to a chart featuring immigration statistics on a screen to his right at his rally in a field in Butler County, Pennsylvania. He had turned to point to it and describe what was on the screen when shots rang out. He goes, quote, "The Border Patrol saved my life," Dr. Jackson recounted in an interview on Sunday. "I was going over that Border Patrol chart," he said. "If I hadn't pointed to that chart and turned my head to look at it, this would have hit me right in the head." It's deep, y'all. I think they're playing it out in front of us. Dr. Jackson who wrote on the website X that his nephew had been injured during an attempt, flew overnight to New Jersey from Texas to visit the former president. Trump calls woman who projected chart that saved his life.
I love that chart. I'm going to sleep with that chart for the rest of my life, that chart. That chart. You know, the amazing thing, you know, the people that operate the computers and all the brilliant equipment we have backstage, she said to me, she's great, she's great. She should come out. Just tell her to come out here for a second. Quick, you got to get her out. She's never done this before. She saved my life, in a sense. I said, you saved my life. Here she is. Wow. Wow.
So that's how it began. And now, Trump is returning today, October 5th, 2024, back to Pennsylvania. I'm back.
Nearly 3 months after surviving that attempt on his life, with those images of blood on his face and his fist in the air, former President Trump is returning to Butler, Pennsylvania this weekend.
I have an obligation to go back to Butler. We never finished what we were supposed to do.
Back then, rally-goers watched in horror as the gunman climbed onto an unsecured rooftop and opened fire. A scathing Senate investigation later detailed massive security failures by the Secret Service.
About 100 yards behind me is the building from where the gunman took shots at former President Trump. Last time around, people could get pretty close to Mr. Trump from outside the rally perimeter. This time around, we can't get anywhere near the area. In fact, they're even putting up, you can see these shipping containers that are blocking line of sight from outside the rally perimeter.
Tonight, the Secret Service telling NBC News they've made comprehensive changes and enhancements and that the former president is receiving heightened protection. Joining Trump Saturday, the family...
So he's back. He is back, and they're preparing. Remember this, what I taught you months ago. When he put his hands up,
He said, fight, fight, fight. Fight is 22. In Barack Obama's head, he's sweating a V. V is the 22nd letter of the alphabet. In iPad Go 2, Obama sweats a V out of his head, which is disaster symbolic, because the American flag shreds up and the whole land begins to go through destruction. So fight is 22. Fight, fight is 44. Coincidentally, Barack Obama was the 44th president. Fight, fight, fight equals 666. Enough said. Mark of the Beast, Book of Revelation. It's deep, y'all. Let's look at these numbers. The day of the incident, July 13, 2024. Today's date, going back to Pennsylvania, I'm back, 10/5/2024. The difference is 84 days. Come on, man. Barack Obama was born August 4th. That's a mathematical improbability, people. That Trump would have this incident on 7/13, and 84 days later, here he is, back in Pennsylvania. Today's date, 10/5, subtracted from Inauguration Day, January 20th. If he becomes president, January 20th, 2025, if he's sworn in, the difference is 3 months, 2 weeks, and 2 days, 322. That's skull and bones all day. That's deep. That's another mathematical improbability, including the end date. Then look at this. I love that chart. I love that chart. Comes out to 63, 3 sixes, 666. Barack Obama is 63 years old right about now, right? Barack Obama is 63 years old. Some believe he's the Antichrist. Also, in reverse gematria comes up to 216. Do you know that the 216th day of the year is August 4th? And Barack Obama was born August 4th? And reverse reduction, I love that chart, comes out to 81. And who's 81 years old? His so-called nemesis, Biden. So Biden, August 4th, which is Obama's birthday, and 63, Obama's 63 years old, and 3 6 is 666. Is that coincidence, people? It's deep. I said it's deep. Then look at this here. 11/22/2024. That's the anniversary of JFK when he died. And 8/26 is when Trump was just at Arlington National Cemetery. Remember that? The difference, 8/26 versus this, 11/22. The difference is 88. Trump's text number is 88022. Look at this here. 10/5, today's date, versus 11/22, JFK's anniversary of death. JFK. The difference is what? 48. Like April 8th. On April 8th, there was a what? An eclipse. An eclipse means X, because the X came across the world. It's deep, y'all. Then look at this. Today's date, subtracted from 11/22/1963, the exact date that JFK was shot. Trump emulates his life after JFK. The difference is 22233. We know that 222 means like Mark of the Beast, okay? And 33 is Masonic. Now, just so you know, in Arlington National Cemetery, 11 days after JFK visited there, he died. Do you know that JFK, his lot number, where he's died, where he's buried at, his lot number is 45, just like Trump is the 45th president. And look at this here. Today's date, 10/5/2024, from 12/25. The sun god Ra, they celebrate his birthday like doing Christmas. The difference is 81. And who's 81 years old? His so-called nemesis, Biden. Is that coincidence? Then look at this. 10/5/2024, today's date. Subtracted from Barack Obama's birthday. We already did that. 63. What else we got? Oh, here's one. Today's date, 10/5/2024. Subtracted from Biden's birthday, 11/20 coming up. The difference is what? 46. Isn't Biden a 46th president? And 46 means destruction in gematria. Also, Beau Biden died at 46. JFK died at 46. George Orwell died at 46. And George Floyd died at 46. What else do I have? 10/5, today's date, 2024, subtracted from Trump's birthday, June 14th. The difference is 3 months and 3 weeks. 3/3. What is that? Masonic. And I think that's it. We already did that one. What else do I have? Today's date, October 5th, 2024, from election day, 11/5. Difference is what? 4 weeks and 4 days. Who's the 44th president? Barack Obama. Wow. And then here's the date that the incident happened in Pennsylvania, 7/13, subtracted from today's date. I'm back, 10/5. The difference is what? 84 days. We went over that. It's deep, y'all. It's deep. Tell me what you think. There's a lot of layers to this thing, people. And trust me, this chart is the biggest clue that snuck up on me today. This is it. Everything is held within this here. And the revelation is in this. I love that chart. 63, 216, and 81. Now, why is this all going down? I said it before and I'll say it again. He represents America's comeback, the false comeback. I've labeled this man as the illusionist, to build you up. He knows that we have hopes and dreams to bring the country back. And that's what the powers play on, knowing full well it's not going to happen. But they have to play the polar opposite of the Democratic Party. They need each other to take us into the one world system. Last week, United Nations was here in New York. Have you heard any of these leaders define what's going on with the United Nations in explicit detail on the campaign trail? In explicit detail. That should be a clue to you. What happens over the decades, they bicker back and forth, Republican and Democrat, while they're on opposite sides of the road, lead you to the same destination. That's the one world system. So yeah, welcome back. But there's a lot of imagery here, a lot of symbolic here, and I predict he'll be unalived by an illegal. He's been talking illegal to send them back. Everybody he's going to send back. He made a statement the other day, it blew my mind, on YouTube. He says there will no longer exist sanctuary city when I become president. It's gonna be deep. The powers that setting up scenarios like they did with JFK, you're really not gonna know in your mind definitively who unalived him. Iran, an illegal, anybody. It's gonna be all these type of scenarios. And why are they doing it? Remember, the goal was to lift him up for falsehood and then take him out. When they take him out, it hurts our hopes and our dreams. We become weary. Then what they might do is they might cause an economic downturn, or they might cause a WAR overseas. And now they'll announce a one world system. At the same time, the Pope is running around to these different countries, entertaining the thought of a one-world religion. We are in the last days, people. We are in the last days, and our Lord and Savior, Jesus, is coming again. He's coming again. This is Bible prophecy. A false prophet and a false government will happen. This man is an integral part in turn over America to the Antichrist. Equally that of what Joe Biden is doing. Kamala means lotus flower. Kamala means lotus flower. I've taught you guys before. Out of the lotus flower comes what? The sun god Ra. It's all twined. I didn't say she was the devil. What I'm saying is that is a coincidence that her name is Kamala, and Kamala means lotus flower. Historically, out of the lotus flower comes the sun god Ra and his dynasty, along with what? Akhenaten. It's all coming together. They have reached back to Greek, they have reached back to Egyptian, and they're bringing these guys back. And America is, in my humble opinion, is the last Humpty Dumpty to fall. Apostasy, right? Immorality, as it was in the days of Noah, it's all there. My name is Franchise Pierce. If you like the work, please subscribe. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you for the love offering. I appreciate you guys rocking with me. We're going to get it done. The Bible says, he that endureth until the end shall be saved. We got to get right, stay right, and get ready for the flight. This is the most serious time on earth before the tribulation and the one world introduction of the Antichrist. It's coming. You need to get right with the Lord. You need discerning eyes to see what I'm saying. They're putting information right in front of you. He said he's back. He's back. And to me, it's as plain as day. It's right there. Just meditate. Ask the Lord to show you. God bless.